let me say this. That's going to be an issue for a little while as you get accustomed to playing the instrument. That's why, remember when I talked about the practice circle?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's where you apply that concept, is because you should spend some time playing on your right hand. Don't worry about the left hand while you're playing the right. Then spend some time on the left hand. Don't worry about the right when you're playing on the left. All right.
Okay.
But when you're working on the right hand, when you're focusing just on the right, you want to implement what it is that you want to have become your way of playing, whether you choose a floating thumb, movable anchor, or fixed anchor. Like right there, you were doing the fixed anchor. You just had your thumb super glued at one place of the bass, and you were just moving around.
That's just habit. I'm not even thinking about that. That's why I want to try to change some of those habits before.
Well, this is when you use the concept of the practice circle. And what you have to understand is it's not going to happen right away. It's not just going to magically appear in your playing one morning. You're not going to wake up and just be able to do it. It's going to be over a series of weeks that as you put consistent time into the form of what you want to have happen with your right hand, it will start to get there. But like I said, when you focus on just working on the right hand, whether it be in the style, you can like use the scales, styles, triads, whatever you want, and just take whatever it is you're playing there and just make a right hand exercise out of it. So let's say like blues number 2, for example. You're playing that now I'm focusing on the right now, so don't worry about my left, because if I play here on my left hand, it's going to put my right hand in the same place prospectively as yours is on yours, right?
Okay.
So I'm playing on this lower string like you would play on your lower string, all right? So if I'm playing, imagine these 4 being just like your bass. Forget about these upper 2, all right? And forget about my left hand. It's all about the right. I lay my finger, my thumb kind of flat down on the pickup. I don't sit on the cliff of it, like, and prop it up on that little cliff between the bass and the plastic of the pickup. Although that's a comfortable thing to do because it gives you some support and leverage to pull against, right? The floating thumb, what you have to do is you just lay it on flat on top. It just kind of lays flat there. Now, even backing up more than that, that video I sent you with that kid doing the right hand thing, remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, if I just do this and let my hand follow the bass, that's kind of, your fingers are kind of naturally curled. Like when you relax your hand, at least when I relax mine, my fingers are kind of naturally curled like that. You just totally relax them. And then if I just let that drop to the bass, keep that same thing, right? So that the thumb is just, right? And then my thumb is just sitting on the pickup, just kind of flat there. And I'm not letting my arm rest on the bass. You don't want to do that. You want to just hold it, let your shoulder hold it up. It's okay if it touches it, just don't put the weight of the arm on it. Right, now I'm going to play like just on that, like if I did, the track 2 of that Styles where it just stays on the 1 chord?
Yeah.
Okay, if I was just playing with that and made a right hand exercise out of it, just to work on the E string.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
All right, now I could say, let's say if I'm taking the 7 box of the A major scale, just as a thing to practice with my right hand. And I'm going to do 3 notes per string. I'm going to alternate my right hand fingers as I play the 3 notes. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1 on the E string, 2, 1, 2 on the A string, 1, 2, 1 on the D, and 2, 1, 2 on the G. Right? So I'm going to do the 7 box. Again, forget about my left hand. Now just watch my right. 1. When I go to the next string, I let my thumb come up and sit on top of the E string, and then go 2, 1, 2. Then I move up to get ready to play the D string. So it's kind of like what I call set, check, and play. You set the hand, get it ready to play like you want it, make sure the form's cool, and then actually play it. Right? Then I've got 1, 2, 1. Then I move up and I'm touching both the E, A, and D, and I go 2, 1, 2. Then back down 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that's an example of using the scales. Just take a scale box and let it become a right hand exercise.